everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome, and welcome to another DCAU update. If you're new to my channel, first of all, let me say welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. And for all of you returning, I'm sure you're excited to embrace the 40th episode of the DCAU update segment on my channel. I am so happy that this has actually gone as long as it has because I love these DC animated films. And of course, a couple of years back when Warner Brothers decided to create another grouping of films for this little animation studio project that they've been doing ever since 2007, it was great to finally see some truly wonderful tributes to DC Comics and DC Vertigo Comics, etc. But this time around, we get a very special and very interesting DC animated film. Not only are we celebrating the 80th anniversary of Batman, but this film brings in another franchise that is celebrating their 35th anniversary in 2019, and that is the heroes in the half shell. You know them, you love them. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the movie is Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, I love myself a good crossover. There are some that have happened in history of entertainment that I always felt was going to work. Like the Jetsons meet the Flintstones, or the Simpsons meet Family Guy. They were inevitable. But when it comes to superhero crossovers in the world of comic books and animation, especially when it comes to Marvel and DC, you can get a wide variety. But would you ever imagine seeing those four turtle brothers from New York City, who are just some of the most fun and entertaining beings to be around, going up alongside the Dark Knight and taking on the Rogues Gallery that Batman has, and even the Shredder? Quite intriguing, wouldn't you say? Well, I have to say that even when I heard that this movie was happening, I was shocked, but in a very good way, because I really wanted to see what the animators were going to do. I knew that this was based on a comic book series that had already happened in the past, so to see two of my favorite things come together in the world of entertainment and animation and my childhood, I was on board 100%. And I have to say this movie is, yes, very cringy. It's got a lot of camp, and it's got a lot of cheese. So much cheese, in fact, you need to be sitting with a box of Ritz crackers on your lap while you're watching it. But this is one of the most entertaining movies that Warner Brothers has done for these DC films. It is such a fun, entertaining ride. Batman and the Ninja Turtles actually do work together, especially considering the fact that you bring in the Gotham Knights. You have Robin, you have Batgirl. It would be great to see others in that franchise join in a future adventure. Same could be said about the Turtles, because one of the few things that I was very surprised about was that April and Splinter did not make an appearance in this film, and that was a little bit of a disappointment because those are also very crucial pieces of the Ninja Turtle puzzle. But we also get a ton of surprises with a massive amount of Batman's Rogues Gallery, including the Joker and Harley Quinn and even Ra's al Ghul, which is pretty great. And you also have an incredible voice cast. You have Troy Baker returning not just to voice the Joker, because he did a great job in Batman Assault on Arkham, but he also voices Batman. And I have said that this guy sounds exactly like Mark Hamill. He does a wonderful impression of Kevin Conroy, almost sounding as if Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are here. Tara Strong returns to voice Harley Quinn, and as I said, when I first heard her voicing Harley Quinn, I was really not on board with her in Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, but then when she voiced Harley Quinn in Batman Ninja, I felt that it fit. And in Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, she fits as well. But we also have Seinfeld's Brian George. We have Grace and Frankie's Baron Vaughn. We have SNL cast member Kyle Mooney. We have Carlos Alakiri reprising his role as Bane. We have John DiMaggio voicing Mr. Freeze. We even have the crazy ex-girlfriend herself, Rachel Bloom, voicing Batgirl. So there is so much to embrace and enjoy, especially if you enjoy these characters. And one of the other things that was so impressive in regards to this film was that when they actually had the crossovers encountering in fights, It was very believable. I loved the fact that they made Shredder a worthy opponent to Batman. They didn't make him the campy 1980s animated series Shredder voiced by the great James Avery, and don't get me wrong, I love that Shredder to death. But this one really was the comic book and the first Ninja Turtles movie Shredder, and the way that they actually had him go up against Batman was very admirable and impressive. It was a great thing to see, and even seeing the Turtles take on some of Batman's Rogues Gallery was great too. And of course, Mikey was just having way too much fun, but then again, even in serious situations, Mikey always has so much fun. I also loved how they really got some of these characters on both sides to truly find some common ground. Donnie and Batgirl pretty much created their own team. Robin created a big brother-little brother bond with Raph, which was really great. And I really loved how Leonardo works with Batman. And of course, Mikey and Alfred is just absolutely priceless. The animation is great, the music is fantastic, and if you are a Ninja Turtles fan, there is going to be so many great nostalgic moments from all of Turtles lore that is just going to make you grasp onto that inner child, pull that child out of your insides, and sit it right down on your couch with you and say, I want you to sit and watch this because I know that you are loving this so much more than me as an adult, but because you are enjoying it, I am loving it too. This was definitely a fun, entertaining film. While it wasn't perfect, there are still some issues with it, mostly in the camp department because some things seemed out of place, but it didn't cause the movie to miss a beat. It was still so much fun, and one of the things that makes me really interested is to see if there might actually be a sequel to this film, because after the credits roll, and by the way, the credits are a great tribute to both franchises, cute little crossover comic book covers, very well done. There is a very interesting, and I'm gonna really exemplify on the interesting post-credit sequence. And I wonder what that is going to mean. Does that mean Batman and the Gotham Knights are going to travel to New York City and continue this adventure in the world of the Ninja Turtles? Will we finally be able to see April, Casey Jones, Splinter? Will we even see Krang? Will we see Bebop and Rocksteady? Who knows? Because we actually did get Baxter Stockman, and the voice of Baxter Stockman sounded like Jeff Goldblum, but it wasn't. But that was such a great taste of voicing to do for this specific character. So if you haven't seen this movie, you really, really should, especially if you are a Batman fan, if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, if you love the Bruce Timm animated series, if you love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this really is your movie to see. It is wonderful. I plan to watch this movie so many more times now that I'm a proud owner of it. And that's it, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.